their time to take off. Crypto Doe once again. Welcome on into another episode of the Crypto Doe Show. Now, today we're talking about we have a liquidity rotation that's happening that a lot of people aren't paying attention to. Liquidity is being rotated, right? But also, Bitcoin has hit his $93,000 mark. And I said from 80,000 that a bounce was incoming. So you could say that we had a bounce of about 13%. So currently we're at 93,000. Well, we're playing with 92 to 93K. I said that if we go to 93K, and 94K to be exact, and we stay above 94K, we can be actually considered bullish. But, right, the slow line, right, which is another tool that you can use on Traders View, the slow line stating that we're headed down. So this was the bounce, so we can actually go down lower. That's what it's showing. That's what it's showing. So the thing is Bitcoin running out of steam? Is Bitcoin running out of juice? Because if you pay attention to what's going on, it might be. Now, I don't want to induce fear. I can only keep it real with you. Like I say, a lot of people are going to say the market is super bullish. Well, the sentiment is that the market is bearish. But for altcoins, I am still bullish on altcoins, right? But as far as Bitcoin, the leading indicator, I'm bearish on Bitcoin for this moment. And the reason why I say it is if I don't see the indicators saying that, hey, Bitcoin held 94, it held 94 for a couple of days, it may chop between 93 and 95. It may chop for a couple of days or maybe for a couple of months. Let's just say a month. It may chop for all of December. And then it goes up, then it's a whole nother ball game. But if we don't chop, right? If we do not chop and we actually create a lower low from the 93K, then we're actually headed down. We're literally headed down. So with that being said, that's just me giving you a market update of what I personally think. Now, you don't have to believe anything I say. Once again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you the leading indicators and the latest update on the market. A lot of people are pissed off. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are miserable right now. Well, that's when portfolio allocation actually comes in. Most of the people are upset right now because they don't know how to balance their portfolio. It's just that simple. You just went in with something. You did no research at all. You just, I'm going to listen to what somebody else say. I'm not going to take the time out, which it takes time to literally do research. It takes time. That's why I say it's no excuses for people not knowing what's going on with this new financial system, because you don't even have to put your money in. Education is knowledge is money. So if you say, okay, cool, I don't have the money right now, but let me educate myself in this space. That's not time wasted. Most of the people who do have the money to deploy, they deploy without educating themselves. This is why you may want to get my crypto guide. It shows you 80% of your portfolio should be in stable assets. 80% of your portfolio should be in stable assets, right? Like the Bitcoins and stuff like that. It should be in stable assets or stable coins. It should be in stable 80%. The other 10%, you could do the large caps, right? But utility, we're not gambling here, utility. And then maybe 5%, you can allocate to the memes and to the euphoric gains and everything else. You can allocate 5%. That's about it. Most of the people don't even have that set up, and they wonder why they lose in a day, because they didn't set it up. It's the same thing as the stock market. Okay, You have 80% of your money in index funds and ETFs and basically index funds, right? Because the chances of it going down 30% in a year is unlikely. It may go down a couple of percentages. I'm not going to say it's gonna remain high. Nothing works like that. But it's the key is portfolio allocation. All right, that should be your number one step. Get my crypto guide. It's going to be in the description. It's within. I've done tons of research on it, so I made sure that I provided my portfolio and how you need to have your portfolio balanced. That's the first thing. So let's get on back to Bitcoin. Ethereum is over the 90. Ethereum is over. I think last time I checked, Ethereum was over 3K, which is good. Which is good because Ethereum is going to rule the altcoins, meaning that if Ethereum runs, the altcoin going to run. Bitcoin don't have to run in order for the altcoins to run. That's what a lot of people don't know. Pugzar said you should not leave any percent to meme coins. I mean, you can't really say that. I wouldn't tell you don't leave any percent to meme coins because look at Dogecoin, for example. Went up 1,500%. So you can't really say that. Meme coin is a part of the game too. You know, I would say leave less of your percentage out because you got to think about it. Even the best investors, let's just say they gamble 2 to 3% of their portfolio. But notice I said 2 to 3%. 2 to 5% of their portfolio, and they never add on to that. Read The Intelligent Investor. Even that is a part of the research and realm with investing, right? It even tells you never, if you're feeling the edge to gamble, which you will, because that's part of investing, allocate 5% only, and never add to that 5%. Meaning that, and have a mindset to say, hey, most likely I'm going to lose, right? If I win, so be it. But don't add any more money to that 5%. That goes with research. I've been telling people research is the key too. People think, oh, well, I don't have the money, so I can't do anything right now. No, you can actually research the space. They're coming out with new technologies. I'm stuck on Linea right now. It's a new project, obviously. And I've been researching that project, right? I want to know everything about it. It's a solution based with Ethereum and everything else. Not with Ethereum, it's solution based with the Swift, which is the old legacy system that we're in, that runs trillions of dollars through its processing unit. That's about to be null and void. So they're choosing Linea for this. I told you guys about this. Check out my post. That's my latest project that I'm actually reviewing. Right? That I'm doing the research, that I'm reading about it, that I'm reading the whole white paper about it. A lot of people don't want to read. The answer is literally right there. They just don't want to read it. They want to go online, go to a YouTube. Oh, well, they did the research for me. No. We're going to give you the highlights of it. But I will always challenge my audience. Do your own research. In fact, don't believe anything I say. Do your own research. I am not a financial advisor, right? I don't want to be one. I'm just letting you guys know the latest and the greatest information and what I think. It's not what I know, it's what I think. That's it. That is simply it. The things that I don't get paid to promote none of these projects at all. No, I don't. You know? So it's not like I'm doing it with an incentive. Oh, let me promote XRP. I get paid off that. Oh, let me promote any type of other projects. I get paid off that. I don't. So I'm really just letting you know what my portfolio is like, and I'm basically sharing my journey with you. It's on you to get on the same road. It's on you to pick what you like, because you're not gonna pick everything. Right? You can't catch them all. This isn't Pokemon. You can't catch them all. So pick about 5 projects that you believe in, that you see, that you have some form of conviction in, and then rock out. But ultimately, the choice is yours. So I wanted to talk about liquidity and how liquidity is rotating, because what I see right now, it's a standstill with crypto because it's not a lot of liquidity in crypto right now. It is not. So this is why sometimes I find the projects that has low liquidity. This is where you get your 10x, 20x in a day, 2 or 3, or however long, but under a year. And you find the ones with low liquidity. It only takes about 100K to move something 5x, 2 to 5x. You find those projects. I gave you one the other day, My Tech CEO, and you can find that one. I think I need to reply. Someone asked me, where do you find that? It's not on Coinbase. No, it is not. But it's on Uniswap. It's on Uniswap. And this is an influencer, so they already have a lot of traffic. A lot of people is gonna, buy into it. And I'm not. This is a play. This isn't a utility coin and stuff like that. This is when you want to jump in the market and jump out the market, which you should only allocate X amount of percentages to your to that type of play. 80% of my plays, I'm just dollar cost averaging. XRPs, the Bitcoin, the Solonas, the Ethereum, depending on which one you want, the DIA, the Clanker, the base ecosystem. I'm just dollar cost averaging to those. This is why I don't trip if the market go up or down, because 80% of my money don't move. And if it do move, it's taking a, let's just say, a 5 through 9.5% hit. I'm okay with that, because the upside is generally 10 times greater. So I'm okay with that. You guys have to get to the point where you have portfolio allocation, and everything don't have to be in crypto. I don't have everything in crypto. Hell, I'm working right now. So that should tell you something. I'm an entrepreneur. There's no excuse. Marley McLeod 05 said, I subscribe to you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subscription. Once again, I'm Crypto Doe, and I'm here to share everything I know with you guys, so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. That's the point. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subscriptions. I appreciate the like. I appreciate the bell notification that helps me swim through the algo. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys is having a wonderful day.